Hello students. Today we are going to study about how to write articles. Okay, article writing. Before that, we have to understand that the marking scheme of article writing in the examination. Format you will get to 1 mark. Format that means the heading and writer's name. If you write, you will get to 1 mark. Okay, in an article there should be one heading and the writer's name there should be, and this both containing format that you will get 1 mark. Okay, then content getting 4 mark, 4 mark for content. And expressions, grammatical expressions includes grammatical accuracy, relevant words and spelling. Okay, and consistency and significance of ideas and style. For this purpose you will get 5 mark, 5 mark you will get this expression. And 2.5 mark for grammatical accuracy and relevant words and spelling. Maximum you will get 2.5 marks for grammatical accuracy, relevant words and spelling. And another 2.5 mark you will get ideas, significance of ideas, how important idea you have written there related with the topic, and your style of presenting. You will get 2.5 mark you will get. Okay, like that total 10 mark one article you will get. Then next, this format we can divide into 3 parts. Format of article we can divide into 3 parts. Part 1 heading, part 2 byline, part 3 body. Okay, 3 parts, and we will discuss each part detail. Part 1 heading. Heading of the article should be engaging and it should be not exceed more than 5 to 6 words. Heading of the article that should not be exceeded more than 5 to 6 words. Okay, and make sure your heading does not have any spelling mistakes or grammar errors. Don't use unnecessary punctuation marks in the heading. Heading carries 1 mark in the article writing. Okay, the next part 2 byline. Byline is nothing but the name of the person who is writing the article. Byline is the name of the person who is writing the article. The name of the person will be generally given in the question paper itself. If the name of the person is not given in the article, then write details on your own. Any another name you have to give, which by X, Y, Z or A, B, C, like that another name you can give. And candidates are not supposed to mention any of their personal details while attempting the answer in the exam. Okay, your personal details you cannot write on the answer sheet, and another some other details you can write. That means for the name purpose you can use A, B, C or X, Y, Z, like that data you can use if the name is not given in the question paper. Then okay, part 3 body. Understand about the body. The body is the main part of article writing which carries more weightage of marks, more importance in the article, that is body only. Okay, generally the body of the article consists of at least 3 to 4 paragraphs. So whenever you write the article, you have to write minimum 3 to 4 paragraphs. It should contain 3 to 4 paragraphs. Okay, paragraph 1. What you will write in the paragraph 1? Paragraph 1 is the introduction paragraph. Paragraph 1 should be accurate, precisely explain what the article is talking about. So what you will write in the paragraph 1? What is the topic given? Okay, and what you are going to talk about the topic, that is that you should write. Okay, try giving some quotations or frightful facts to excite the interest of the readers. Keep the language simple, and in the first paragraph you can use some quotes. Okay, so that the readers attention you will get. Okay, excite the interest of the readers you can create. So paragraph 1 you will talk about the topic or you can define the topic. You can say what you are going to describe in the coming paragraph. Such a type 1 introduction you can give. Paragraph 2 and 3. Paragraph 2 and 3 must come with a complete analysis of the subject matter in question. Paragraph 2 and 3 must include the following factors. Types. Here the writer must analyze and explain what are the different types of problems that are existing. If any type of problem exists, they should mention here. That means topic. If the topic is given in about any social issue, so you have to mention what is that social issue and what is the consequence of that social issue, or you can explain about such a type of problems. Then next you can write current scenario. That means the problem, how it's going on now. Okay, at the present moment, how intense the problem is, or how the problem is existing nowadays, that you should describe. Okay, current situation of the problem. What are the actions taken to correct them? This may include advantage or disadvantage of the problem. You can write some topic here. We will get some benefits. So you have to describe about the benefits, advantages, or some topic here that makes the life of the people more dangerous. So you can write the disadvantages of that topic. Or next, cause and effect relationship. How the problem created, and what will be the effect of that problem which you can create in the life of the human being, that you can write in that. In such a way you can analyze the topic. Okay, once again I tell you, when you analyze in paragraph 2 and 3, you can write about the cause and effect relationship, how the problem is created in our society, and what will be the consequence, like that. In paragraph 3 and 4 is commonly known as the conclusion paragraph, and it is important to conclude the article what you have started. Never leave an article open-ended. The conclusion paragraph should speak about the problems raised and what are the actions taken for the betterment of the problem. So problem we explained, and its reason we explained, its consequence we explained in paragraph 2 and 3. Now the 3 and 4th paragraph, or the 4th paragraph especially, is the conclusion paragraph, and in which you have to suggest some ideas for the betterment of the problem. You have to give some suggestions. So like that, 3 or 4 paragraph you have to write the articles. And some points you should note while writing these articles. First one is always keep a few general quotes handy. Some quotes you can use. One idea you express it once, and it should not repeat more than one times, and it should not repeat. Feel free to give your personal opinion in 1 or 2 lines. Your opinion, your personal opinion you can express there. It is very important that you don't deviate from the topic which is given, and you are writing something else. It should not happen. You write only about the topic which is given in the question paper. Okay, and make small sentences so that the scope of grammatical inaccuracies will be reduced. Okay, make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spellings. They carry marks. That's why you have to double check you have to do in the case of grammatical accuracy and spelling. Okay, reading editorials in a few newspapers and notice the pattern. Underline, that means read the editorials, newspaper editorials you read, and you get the ideas how the articles is written there, so that you will get some good ideas also. And underline all the important points. You have to underline, like that you make a good article. Okay,